So there's something that you don't know about yet that is attempting to manifest itself into your life as a divine order, as divine movement. The divine is intervening. They are bringing you this awesome gift, and they are asking, what are you going to do with it?
Life's a coat of many colors. It is never black and white. Can't have one without the other. The dark without the light.
What up, y'all? What it do? I'm Miss Indigo Blue. Thank you for stopping through to my channel, to Mother's Garden. Here on this channel, we do monthly love and money readings, as well as new and full moon readings, weekly guidance readings, and impromptu channel chit chat. This is your new moon reading for the month of June 2020. The new moon this month falls on the 21st, and it is also a solar eclipse. So what does that mean for us? First, allow me to give you the disclaimer that says that this is a general reading. It will not resonate with each and every one of us. However, if it does, I would love to know, so please comment below. Also, like and subscribe, and please ring the bell. So we're going to go ahead and move forward into the reading. And as I was meditating on the energy for this new moon, the Eminem song came to me. Lose yourself in the music, the moment. You better never let it go. You only got one shot. Don't miss this opportunity. Okay, so there's an opportunity knocking at your door. This new moon is time for you to accept that new opportunity into your life and welcome everything that comes with it that's going to propel you forward. So for those of you who have let go of all of the old, I would say bravo. It had to have been a success for this to be the message that you are receiving, because before we kept hearing that there was clogs and blockages and things in the way from this new energy being able to come in. The opportunity is here, and it's now, and it's time for you to act. So what do you need to do in order to activate this energy into your life? We're going to, of course, go to the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle deck, and we are using this deck for the whole month of June, as well as the Heal Yourself Oracle deck. So I'm glad that each and every week different cards have been coming out in different messages, and they have been coming out in order. So we were on 7s last week in these messages. Let's see where we go today. Above you, the Lantern Dancer. This is a number 1. Lose yourself in the music, the moment. You better never let it go. You only got one shot. This is your chance. Don't miss this opportunity. Okay? Let's see what this card says. Look beyond what appears to be. Guiding grace, like a star in the sky, shows the way through what is happening now. I am the Lantern Dancer, lighting the way to a new path, a new reality for you, even when the moon is full and you believe that you see all as it is. I know that there is something far more beautiful happening. Trust me, and I will show you. Okay, so when it said, even when the moon is full and you believe that you see all that is, that means that there's still underlying issues that have yet to be uncovered that you really just don't know about. And sometimes the things that are underlying issues and the secrets that are out there are positive. They don't always have to be something negative that's being hidden. So there's something that you don't know about yet that is attempting to manifest itself into your life as a divine order, as divine movement. The divine is intervening. They are bringing you this awesome gift, and they are asking, what are you going to do with it? It is time for you to fly high in the sky. Okay, so we're going to place this card over here, and then we're going to go to the Heal Yourself deck and see what other messages come from this deck. For some of you, this is going to be orated skills. With that, in the movie 8 Mile, woo woo to the mitten. He was getting ready to perform. He was ready to go on stage. And in that song, he talks about his nerves and how he was afraid of himself. He was afraid to get on this stage. He was afraid of how the people were going to receive him. He was getting nervous. He was vomiting because of the fear that he was afflicting upon himself in regard to his skill that he knew he had and that he knew that he was great at. And so in that, are you doing that to yourself? Please make sure that you are not self-sabotaging. Please make sure that you have erased those old thought patterns that can keep you from your greatness and your greatest good. So 3 cards that we have pulled are Healing, Self-Sabotage, and Wild. So self-sabotage is the number 2 card in this deck, and we just talked about that. This is what we don't want to do. We don't want to be psyching ourselves out. This is your moment. It is yours. Do with it all that you can. Do not mess yourself up. Do not. Please don't be your own worst enemy right now. Wild. Be free. Be wild and free. No longer are you succumb to the shackles of the thoughts. No longer are you succumb to the ways of the world. This is your opportunity to be you. Do you. Live fast and wild and free. You have gone through a great healing. And so this is the 21 card. You've gone through a great deal of healing. This is something that you have to celebrate. You have to thank the divine for, and you have to celebrate yourself for being able to get past those hurts, get past those things that once made you feel so weak, that made you feel so hurt, that made you feel like you just couldn't do what it was that you came to do. Because to be wild and free, your heart cannot be heavy. So this message is to lighten your heart, be open to receive new blessings, and be guided to be you, yourself. Do things your way this time. But use your intuition and use the guides that are here to help you do it your way. We're going to use the Gilded Tarot to pick a few cards. I think this is a beautiful message. Lose yourself in this moment. You only get one chance for this opportunity. Are you going to throw it away? So, pull over these 3 cards. Okay. Please don't lose this opportunity. Whatever is in front of you is truly a blessing. Underneath the bottom of the deck, we have the 3 of Pentacles. You're looking at mastering something. You actually want to look at the work that you do and appreciate it and love it. Hang it up. Put it on the wall. Say, this is me. This is what I do. This is who I am. You know, this is a part of what I'm about. This that I created, when you see it, you see me. This speaks volumes. This is just huge. And so whether it's the counseling and the smiles on the children's faces, like you can be so thankful just because you touched this person today, or that you saw a person through a hard situation today. If you're starting your own business and you created something new, you know, you went through all the right steps to protect it, you got it copyrighted, you got it patented, and then you presented it to the world and it was received so beautifully. These are the opportunities that are in your hand right now. What do you want to do? What do you want to have for you? When you leave here, what do you want to leave behind that can be said that this person created this or this person did this? When you leave here, what are the voices going to say? And we're not doing it again for those people's accolades, but this is for self-preservation. You are preserving yourself. You hid yourself way down deep somewhere, and you are pulling your true self out, your true nature out, your true energy signature, and you're going to show it to the world. So then you can be proud of the fact that that is what is being seen and that is being received, because it's honestly you. No matter if they like it, they love it, or they hate it. It's honestly you, and you were true to you, and that at the end of the day is all that matters. So the cards that came out were the Ten of Wands, and it is enforced by the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Swords, enforced by the Six of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, enforced by the Page of Swords. So, what do we have here? Ten of Wands. There was a burden that you were carrying, and I'm hearing that again. If you were someone who they thought was going to take over the family business, maybe something happened in this quarantine state that changed the whole setup of the business, and you were worried because you thought that the family wasn't going to receive the changes that you felt that you could implement to save the business. That's probably for someone very specific. But you had some burdens that you needed to lay down, whether they were childhood burdens, they were burdens that you picked up along your way living life. They were someone else's thoughts and opinions that you were carrying on your back of yourself. You had picked those up and you put them down. And when you put them down, this Knight of Wands energy gives you the ability, again, to spark up this new flame, to be able to receive this newfound energy, this newfound passion, this newfound desire to do what you love. And the Knight of Swords, enforced by the Six of Wands, means that I'm hearing you telling people, in all of your happiness now that you've already started, you already put this in the works, it's already in the makings, it's already going. Now you're advertising and you're putting it out there that this is what I'm doing, this is my business, this is my dream, this is my goal, and you are coming out winning. People are responding to it because the energy that you put into it is the right energy that makes people respond to it correctly. Also, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You win automatically if you do what your heart desires. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who likes it or who loves it. You're going to talk about it and you're going to be enthusiastic and you're going to be feeling great about it. And that's all that they're going to see. And because they're so excited that you're excited about it, that it's going to make them inquisitive. They're at least going to go peek. Let me go look at his website. Let me go see what he's talking about. You know, so, and then you're just going to be triumphant. It doesn't have to be the people that you already know that support you, because 9 out of 10 times it's not going to be, but they could be. Don't ever think that they won't be. Don't shut that opportunity out in your mind. Whew, and I just got a message to speak about something that really, really bothers me. I'll save it for another video. But if you're creating a product that's specific to a certain genre, if you're creating a product that's specific to a certain group of people, because they always tell you to pick your customer, and your customer can't be everybody, and this is true, but you do have your specific customer if you have goods or services that you mold your product after, and anyone else that comes along with that is an awesome plus. Why are you molding your product in your service to a genre or group of people that is so specific that your group is this small, how much can you be influencing people? How much can you be profitable if your group of people can fit into this little circle? How many people can you see in here? If you narrow down your product, person, ideal customer down so far, you're going to stunt the growth possibilities in your company. So just be aware of that. When they're telling you to pick your specific customer and they're saying choose a gender, choose a age, choose a race, choose a neighborhood, choose a income level, choose whether they got children, whether they're married, and all of that kind of stuff, be very wise as to which ones of those you can eliminate just to broaden your horizon big enough to have a bowl versus a cup of people to service your products to. Okay, so that's that. In order to be victorious, you do have to have a good enough amount of people, a large enough possible customer clientele to sell to in order for your product to be victorious. Now, there's the, reach one philosophy, and the person who's coming home every day and saying, I touched one person, I'm good and I'm happy. If that's what you need, that's what you need, and don't let anybody else tell you different. Okay, but for those of you who are working with goods and services and you are trying to make this the one true leg that you stand on, then be careful with your marketing. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles comes in and is covered by the Page of Swords. So again, we see this prosperity as a single person. Individually, you are winning. You have everything, all your earthly needs are met. And there's a Page of Swords. So this is some news coming in. And if you just started businesses, this could be the news that your product is being responded to very positively. Your services are being responded to very positively, that you are getting lots of good feedback, you're getting high scores, you're getting good readings. There's a lot of services now where people who wait on people, and I don't know if they do things for like waitresses, they do these things for people who are like bud tenders and different things of that source, to where not just the business itself can receive feedback, but each individual can create a profile where they're able to receive feedback. So if you're able to create a profile in regard to the good or service that you offer to people, make sure that you do that so that you can receive this information coming in, because the more people who are talking good about you, the better that is for your business. It could just be that you made this one masterpiece and you sold it and people are chit-chatting about it. It can be anything, but just make sure that you are putting yourself out there to receive the positive energy, and know that when you create these things that you're getting ready to receive positive energy, because everything you put into it was positive. So everything that it's giving off is positive, therefore everything it will receive is positive. These are your life dreams. This is your moment. Seize it. So we are now going to pull, let me get the case for this so I can show you which deck this is. Going to do the Earth Magic Oracle cards, and these are by Stephen D. Farmer. It's the first time for me using these on this channel. And this is just going to let you know what elements that you can look for in your general surroundings that are there to send you messages and help guide you on your path. So we got 5 cards. We got tree, grounding, childhood, innocence, rainbow, blessing, autumnal equinox, release, meadow, vulnerability. So the first one I want to talk about is this meadow of vulnerability. There's always value in the valley. So if you find yourself down in the valley, some people go into the valley so that the other people around them can prosper. Some of us have to dig down deep and go, this is not just about me. I'm using my skills. I'm using this gift that's being granted to me, but this is going to change things for my whole bloodline. In order to do that, I have to be vulnerable. I have to be vulnerable to understanding how things can possibly affect them if I make certain moves. And I have to be vulnerable in exposing myself. If these are my true talents that I'm using, right? If I'm perfecting my masterpiece, I'm going to have to be vulnerable when I release these things to the world and allow people to receive them. But as long as you put your heart in that space, like, people are going to receive this positively. There's always one dang-a-lang out there who's going to have the negative thing to say, but forget that person. You're going to have to be open to understanding that that person just either doesn't understand your art of work, or they're not vibrating on a level where they can understand it yet. One day they'll get it, or it just isn't for them, and that your tastes are different. And for you, that's fine, because you are loving what you're doing, and that's why you are allowing yourself to be vulnerable and put it out there. Blessings are going to be coming in and going out. So you've been blessed with this opportunity. If you use this opportunity, you are going to be blessing someone else in a way that you don't even know that you have the ability to. And in turn, you will receive more blessings. So, just when people see a rainbow, they get so excited. Ooh, look at the rainbow. It's so big. It's so pretty. And it just comes once in a lifetime, right? You don't hardly ever see a rainbow. And if you see a double rainbow, then you really feel like you've seen magic. And so this is that opportunity coming to you that feels like that once in a lifetime thing. And the childhood innocence, you have broken down the barriers around your child, your inner child. You've broken down those barriers. You got one, and you gave yourself that healing that you needed, that could have stemmed from things that occurred in your childhood. And when you went into that childhood innocence, you remembered that you love to do da da da. And how awesome that you are able to incorporate that into whatever it is that you built, that then now has your energy signature going out forward and out to the world. But it does require some grounding. Make sure that you are taking some times out. Don't overwork yourself. Don't over apply yourself. Don't get tired. Don't get wiped out. Make sure that you are grounding. Make sure that you are eating. Make sure that you are sleeping. Make sure that you are doing everything that your body needs to function properly. Because when you are doing work that is so passionate and from the heart, some of the things that you do when you work could help you ground, if it's like art or music. But sometimes some of these things take you higher up into the ethers, and then you're floating and you're away. So you have to also ground yourself as a reality check, that when you're being vulnerable, not everyone's going to be nice. And you have to ground yourself to the fact that, yes, I love this. And if I could, I would just give it to everybody for the free, because I know that when they get it in their presence, it's going to make them feel so good. But you put a lot of work into this, and it's worth the coin that you will receive to get back if it's a good or service. Don't sell yourself short. Know what your value is. Learn the value in the valley. Come out of the valley knowing what your value is and what value to place upon your work. Also, there was another lady talking about this on the internet recently, and so I'm going to, I saw her on Facebook. If I can find that video again, I will link that down below. Um, her name is Genesis Dorsey, and she is like a business coach. And so if you need help coaching on your business, definitely look her up. She does have a YouTube channel. She's very good. And then the autumnal release. So this may mean that you're going to put in a lot of work right now. It's the end of spring, getting ready to be summer, and then we'll have autumn. So it might be something that you actually need to work on really hard through the spring, rest of the spring, and through the summer. And then when you get to autumn, then you'll be able to take a break because you'll have all the work done that you need to be put into this. And sometimes when we say that and we know that we have businesses, it requires, production of more and more things. But at least this first groundbreaking opportunity might be done for you. Who knows how much work you've already put into it? Who knows when you really began this? But the blockages were there that were keeping it from actually coming to fruition, so you weren't able to really build it up like you wanted to before, when now the opportunity is here. So don't miss your opportunity. This is your chance. This is your new moon reading for June 21st, 2020. I really, really hope that it resonates with you. If it doesn't, please find someone else's reading here on YouTube, and I hope that it does resonate with you. I will be doing a weekly reading for this week as well as next week, and then we'll get back into our love and our money readings for the month of July. Please comment, like, and subscribe. I'm Miss Indigo Blue, and I'll see you again soon. And happy Father's Day to all of you fathers out there. Ciao.